Imagine a mother standing in front of her destroyed home, holding her child and crying. That image captures exactly why Jesus weeps over Jerusalem in today's gospel. He isn't weak. He isn't defeated. He is a God whose love is so deep, so personal, that human suffering moves him to tears. If Jesus looked at our world today, his tears would fall again. He would weep at the violence tearing apart Israel and Palestine. He would weep at the devastation that continues in Ukraine. He would weep wherever hatred and war crush innocent lives. He would weep for Christians in parts of Odessa and Chhattisgarh who face hostility. For believers in Chittagong who worship quietly under pressure. For families in Nigeria who fall asleep each night under the shadow of Boko Haram. And he would weep for that small prayer group in Haryana, the villagers surrounded at dawn and told to throw their Bibles into a fire. When the elder stepped forward and said, "These words are my breath," he spoke with the brave simplicity of a heart rooted in God. The crowd scattered, but the fear remained. Jesus sees that. Jesus holds that. He sees the wounds of creation too, the rising waters, the burning forests, the parched earth. Creation is crying out because we have not cared for it the way God entrusted it to us. And he sees the wounds caused by economic injustice, systems that raise up the powerful while the poor struggle for daily bread, structures that leave too many unseen and unheard. Jesus weeps for them as well. But here is the grace hidden in his tears. Jesus' tears are not the end. They are the beginning of hope. He weeps to awaken our compassion. He weeps to stir our courage. He weeps because he believes we can be part of healing this world. And as we think of those who suffer, we remember Saint Josephine Bakita of Sudan. A woman who walked through the valley of tears and still emerged with a heart full of light. Kidnapped as a child, beaten, scarred, and sold into slavery, she could have drowned in despair. Instead, God transformed her wounds into grace. She forgave. She loved. She became a witness of hope for the whole world. Her life teaches us that no tear is wasted when placed in God's hands. So this week, I invite you to do something simple, something every heart here can manage. Pray for one place of suffering, just one. Do one concrete act of love, just one. Help one person who needs kindness, just one. Heal one small corner of creation, just one. If each of us offers one drop of compassion, God will turn it into a river of grace. Jesus weeps to call us closer to his heart. Jesus weeps to send us into the world as his hands and his feet. Jesus weeps to make us bearers of hope where hope has been forgotten. As we approach the Eucharist today, may the gentle strength of Saint Josephine Bakita inspire us. And may Christ make our hearts like his. Ready to feel. Ready to act. Ready to love. Amen.